In news just coming in, protesters against Sajjan Kumar's acquittal in the 1984 anti-Sikh riots case are marching towards the Prime Minister's residence at 7 RCR. Those visuals you're looking at are from Jantar Mantar, where a huge police deployment is at the spot to try and control many of those protesters who are breaking barricades and trying to march from Jantar Mantar towards the Prime Minister's residence. This is in continuing anger over the acquittal of Sajjan Kumar, who was acquitted in one of the cases of the 1984 anti-Sikh riots, the case pertaining to the Delhi Cant area, in which 5 others were convicted, but the former Congress MP was acquitted. Anusia Roy joins us on the phone line for more. Anusia, what's happening?
Kashish, all these protesters were trying to break these barricades. As you can see in the visuals, they were trying to break the barricade and march towards the Prime Minister's house at the Parliament Street. They have been stopped at the present moment by Delhi police. Some of the leaders of this protest have now been detained and taken in to the Parliament Street police station. Of course, police right now trying to calm down the tempers. A little bit of calm has now arrived. These pictures that you see are shot just a little while ago. Right now it is a little calmer. The people are waiting around, waiting for instructions from the leaders of the protest, who have now been detained and taken into the Parliament Street. All of them were trying to march towards the Prime Minister's office, house. This is at the Parliament Street, huge deployment of police, who have at the moment managed to stop the protesters from going ahead, but huge crowds has gathered here and anything can happen. It's a very, very volatile situation for the moment.
Honestly, this is not the first time that we're seeing anger over the acquittal of Sajjan Kumar break out, not just in the capital but in other parts of the country.
That's right. Across the country, protests have been taking place ever since the acquittal took place. Even today in the morning, there have been protests across the country. Right now, in Delhi at least, police have somehow managed to control the crowds from marching ahead, but clearly mass is extremely upset with the manner in which the acquittal has taken place, and protests have been, as a result, continuing across the country.
Anusia, stay with us on the phone line. Just going to take our viewers through those dramatic pictures that we're actually looking at from the capital. These are pictures from Jantar Mantar, where Sikh protest groups in anger over the acquittal of Sajjan Kumar in that Delhi Cant case, one of the cases pertaining to the 1984 anti-Sikh riots case, was let off and they claim that this is a denial of justice, as he was let off due to a benefit of doubt. This is the same case in which 5 others were convicted. 3 of them were actually convicted of murder, but Sajjan Kumar, the former MP, has of course been let off. There are of course 2 other cases against him, but in that particular case he has been let off of all charges. The charges he was facing, among others, was murder and also conspiracy and riot charges. Anusia, in those pictures that we're looking at on the screens at the moment, the Sikh protesters are in fact climbing over the barricades, and there is a huge amount of security. There's lots and lots of police deployed there. Is there a sense of how much security is out there, Anusia?
Huge police deployment here at Parliament Street. The pictures that you can see right now have been shot just a little while ago. Right now, the situation is a little calmer. These leaders of the protests have now been taken inside the Parliament Street police station, and the police trying to reason with them on how they cannot allow so many people to march towards the Prime Minister's house. It is a huge security risk. They are trying to reason with the protesters for the moment, but the march has, for the moment, the huge police deployment has managed to stop the march from proceeding, and police, on the other hand, trying to reason out with the leaders of this protest. So it is a kind of stalemate out here at the Parliament Street, where the protests are taking place. But it's a huge crowd and large number of policemen trying to control the people who are out on the streets protesting against the acquittal of Sajjan Kumar.